Stockholm, do you believe in knit magic?
I think there's a resounding yes, Moses. They are so ready for it. NIP on the T side, as you said, and Astralis on the CT side. Glaive actually with the smoke on the C set 75. I mean, he is good with it. Let's see if he can get something done here towards the ramp room. They're actually going to be pushing up. They want to fight this, and what a job! Knockout play from Sip, but a quick return, and he's going to have to fall back here. So, was that actually worth it? Big question right now. 4-on-4 probably will favor the NIP side, even if it might have shocked them a little bit. And they're going to be ready for him around the corner. They're getting very close to that smoke. I don't think they're going to stop. They're going to try and run right through. Gets one headshot. So much damage being output there and slowing him down. Dennis goes down to the device. That must have been outside somewhere. And now it's Rez and Forest. How did they get the bomb plant in a 2-on-3? They have a minute left. And Dupree stone cold in that one, stopping Forest. Rez, another nearly impossible 1 versus 3 here.
Just sublime rotations from Astralis as that inner bomb set is under pressure. NIP, their pistol rounds on this T side, we make so much out of the fact Forrest and Dennis, two of the best pistol players in the world, but Dennis has had a really tough time. They're kind of letting him be isolated and find his one-on-ones and find his duels with the pistols, and unfortunately, he hasn't delivered in this series. At least in the pistol rounds. Rez now. Only 30 seconds remaining. That was a necessary kill to get. They now have the information, and he can't even make his way up top. You can see Magisk has retreated. He's there to stop any play, so it's got to be a 1-on-2 inside the bomb site, and he still has to get the plant. He needs to hurry up. He needs to stop walking. He needs speed. He needs something immediate, and he's got it. Can he spin and find one more? At least going to get the bomb planted.
This is huge. How has he even done this? Now, opening the door. Oh, he knows they're coming for him. Hasn't had a chance to reload yet. Going to try and fall back out the other way. They do not have a kit picked up on that side yet. Rez, he's finally going to go down. A lot of people, myself included, wanted to believe for that last stretch that that could work out. He got way closer than he should have been.
He really did. Was that Dupree that he picked off in that inner bomb set? I'm not even sure why Dupree was looking in the other direction, but really tense battle over towards ramp room early. Good on NIP for jumping through to get those trades to make sure that they can get into the lower bomb site, just losing too many players along the route. Astralis whittling those forces down. And just too tough of a situation for Rez. The plant, though, is going to help out immensely. They're all going to get that third round buy. You can see basically a full save. Some upgraded pistols, no utility. Willing to throw this round in the bin. Glaive, aggressive outside on the defense. He's doing so much. He's so difficult to stop. They do find him. But Device with the M4 reigns supreme. There's nothing NIP can do against that. It'll be a second round for them as Forrest is the last remaining and just crossing his fingers for a headshot that can give him a miraculous second kill. Not even going to happen. But here come the AKs.
Yeah, that's what Rez did for them in planting that bomb, is the fact that they can buy in this round, so definitely not insignificant. But a good shutdown outside, and we saw this from Astralis when they were playing Nuke earlier in the tournament, how they like to be quite aggressive early on in the yard, like put a lot of pressure on so that the T side have to worry about all the time being rushed down some close SMG play.
There we go, Lecro, some early utility. Looking for anyone from Astralis to make a mistake and peer in towards Hut. Glaive and Zipnik's a crossfire outside. Actually, Zipnik's with that pop flash, perhaps, waiting to thrust it. Yeah, he's going to do it now. There's going to be a peek. Glaive trying to survive. Smoke coming in.
Well, that might actually be, yeah, they might be very suspicious of that smoke. Saying, why would someone throw that if there was someone under the, well, down the stairs? Makes a lot more sense if there's someone close by. Going to make his escape anyway, Glaive, but that was kind of a little bit of a tense situation. That's actually Magus getting the kill on Get Right, but it looked like maybe there could have been an opportunity there for Glaive to sneak in a kill. He will fall all the way back, and Stip hasn't hurt anyone. They are trying to see if they can make their way through. If they sneak through Mini, they need the opening kill, otherwise it's going to get shut down, and Magus well aware and very alert to get that kill on Dennis. Device will take down Forrest, and trading is a little bit late now in the round to try and do that. It's always good to get kills, but they really want to win this round in IP with the early buy.
It's going to be so tough. Good kill. Oh, that follow-up could have been the one they needed. Lecro, completely blind. They know where he is. Just have to try and do something miraculous. 27 seconds, and he's going to go down. A free upgrade to a rifle for Dupree. Great round from Astralis, stalling NIP out outside. No progress can be made there.
Yeah, really, really well done. And I think the problem is 1-on-3s like that, when you only have 30 seconds, you can't really pull any tricks, right? You just want to win the straight-up fight, and it wasn't happening. Great round from Aegis. Key's doing a good job being fairly mobile, which is the power of that position up in heaven, right? You could really be almost everywhere.
Yeah, you can help out so many different locations on the map. And why not put perhaps... I mean, Magisk is one of those players who just likes to be in the thick of it. He likes to be inside of the chaos, so he's more than willing to rotate fast to kind of support, not too timid on it as well. Dennis and Rez to head outside. Deagles on those players. Lekro brought down low. Device might get tested here, but he's got Glaive in the warehouse. Relative safety in this defense, especially with the M4 at range.
Well, the grenade behind the container. That's a lot of damage. Glaive on the other side. That's a great shot. Rings through the corner of the red container. Need more kills. Lekro. That's a beautiful double headshot. Yeah, he wants the shot. Oh, no! How is that possible? What a god, and now get ready! Oh, but the kill is so close! But Sip is gonna survive the scare. We're gonna need to see a replay of this play from Lekro.
What a freak. These are such disgusting shots. I mean, the presence of mind as well for dupreeh, but this one, maybe a mouse, I don't know why Magisk is jumping out of there, but still a tough shot to hit, and Lekro delivers in a big way. Gave him a chance. Takes so much money. Look at the economy now of Astralis. That was so necessary.
Oh, that grenade, no, it goes a little bit further up than I was expecting. The Molotov on the ground to try and cancel out the smoke is a nice little trick if you want to block that wall off, and that's what Astralis tried to do, but they were too early with it, so the wall is still up, and now NIP going to try and see if they can make their way down. Device, he loves playing this corner. He gets one shot, then falls back around, and NIP know it. Great homework here for the Swedish team. You could really tell they knew that he was going to be waiting there. And obviously the Molotov and the grenade confirms it as well.
We've seen so many players get caught off guard by that angle from Device, and just one flashbang neutralizes it. You're right, very well done, but I mean, Astralis is not fooled out by anything. There's no illusions about where NIP want to attack, where the main force is. And look at this setup they have. This is going to be so difficult. Device holding the cross. They need to save a smoke for the plant. They have to use their Molotovs here. dupreeh's forced up. That's a good start. Smoke down, but still Device holds the cross. And dupreeh is safe for the moment. There's one kill. He's going to go for more. That's the bomb down. And Forrest eventually there to shut it. But there's just been too many losses. Great hold from Astralis.
It's just a great job, isn't it? 30 seconds again for a 1 versus 4. He's already got the one kill, tapping away and taking down 25 seconds. He is looking for the straight ace clutch to try and get back in this game. That would be a bit of a miracle once again. He's picked up the bomb and he wants to go upstairs, making a bit of noise. He's trying to see if he can juke them out and just be as noisy as possible. Maybe they're going to be looking the wrong way, but they're hiding in the corner of the tree. Oh, he's still going to be going down. How is he turning? Now it's a one-on-one. Magus coming in. He's just out of the bomb. Forrest, he needs one more kill. We'll be in historic clutch if he can do it. The grenade landing on top. He's down to 50. Oh!
Forrest continues his tear. This is his city, and he shuts it all down. An amazing clutch. Frustration for Astralis, and the crowd is on its feet.
The clutch of a century, ladies and gentlemen. 4-1. How can that even be real?
He's loving it as well, playing to the crowd. He can hear it even through the booth. What a show he's putting on. We do have a small technical delay. It's getting restarted now. Forrest might have just broken the server.
Yeah, broke the whole game, didn't he? Stockholm is on fire now. I can't believe that he's done that. It's the time that's left that makes that so improbable. They knew where he was. he got hold of them anyway.
I mean, it's just the sense that he's feeling the game in such a way that he even checks the corner for Zipnix. I mean, there's just so many different places that his opponent could have been to just fall easily. And he's able to find that kill right before the plant and even get away before Magus turns the corner. That is tough. And remember, because of the 3 kills from Lekro with that deagle, the economy for Astralis is not great. So NIP, while they've been stumped a little bit on the offensive side, in fact, their tactics haven't looked good. They haven't really put too much of a dent. It is that miraculous performance from Forest and Lekro that has put them in a position where they can reset this economy and really get things going on this T side. They have to contend with the op of device now. They have 2 UMPs, Astralis. But outside of that, it's just some pistols and light utility.
Yeah, this is a very questionable buy coming out from the Danish side, and you're right, winning 4 rounds in a row. You expect more, you want more out of this buy, and it's not happening right now. Still, Device lethal with that AWP. We'll see if he can take it down into the tunnels down to B again, or if he's going to be playing more aggressively on the stairwell. He does that sometimes too. NIP winning that round. Surely, forget adrenaline, Moses. That's going to be like jet fuel in the veins of NIP right now. That's got to get them fired up.
We always talk about those rounds can really ignite something across the team. But Astralis, their utility can shut that down, can start to feel hopeless. Rez down at 50 HP already just from a nade. Rez and Forest outside, but Dennis has already led the way along that smoke wall. Glaive investigating below. Oh no, well,
okay.
At least he's still hitting headshots, but Lekro's gonna find one to make up for it. Thankfully, an attempted lobby crunch. He gets forced back.
Let's see what they could do. A little bit of nerves on the outside, you could tell they were slightly fired up for that one. The Device is very far back towards CT spawn, in fact, and he's a very passive angle out here. We can see a lot of the yard, but still, he's lost track of at least a couple of them. 55 seconds for NIP, and the bomb is still quite far back, so eventually they've got to make up their minds about where they want to go. Don't want to be running out of time. That actually does happen on Nuke a fair bit at the time.
Well, Dupree is alone in this upper bomb site. What an amount of faith. Glaive is lower. There's going to be a smoke out. Get right just closes the door right back up, forces Glaive into a play. He's got one, and they're going to fall back. Zipnix now pushes ramp room, catches Lekro off guard. Get right's got a hold. He's got to contain this push. And Dupree able to find him in this aggression. These UMPs have done too much. And Rez, no chance. Astralis responds. What a juggernaut. 4 on 5 with lesser weaponry, and they still hold on.
I wonder if NIP were expecting Astralis to be more aggressive, because they were hitting that pause button for a long time. They were hoping probably for a ramp push or even in the hallways again, and they just didn't really get it. So,
I mean, it's even that. I mean, remember down below there's a 2-on-1. There's Dennis and Forest against Glaive with the UMP up top. It was Dupree against potentially 2, and Zipnix to push up. That was alone. So NIP had their fight. Forced by from the Swedish side. Device is going to be aggressive, finds Rez getting up top. Knows there's one on the silo as well. That's the one AK they have. Completely blinded was Forest, and he falls away.
I was going to say, it is Forest up there, so you really never know. This is Lekro taking down Device. Beautiful headshot with the scout. Follow-up nearly for Dennis. He was close enough to have an impact there against Dupree, but not quite happening. See if they can recover anything. Maybe they can steal that AWP outside. They really want to get past this. Forest, a good opening. Dupree, he's got the better angle, but Forest still takes him down. You can hear it now. He's just trying to wrap around. Silence. The whole crowd is waiting to see what is going to be the next move for Forest. He's done so much work already. 2-on-3 here, and they've got a little bit of time still to work with. Get right there with the bomb, and Lekro's just holding it, making sure they're not getting shot at the back from potentially those B stairs.
This is a cool play, though. Magus has pushed in towards lobby. He's coming back to investigate in the upper bomb side, but Zipnix is going to be behind him as well, and I don't know if NIP will expect both players coming from this direction. Forest going to get dropped. Off angle inside hut. Zipnix there to protect as well. It's a 2-on-2, and Lekro still has the scout. Getting spam, taking damage and moving in. Get right's got to be careful. Zipnix wrapping around. Big kill. And again, Astralis control the situation. Just barely, but they do it. NIP surely going to force buy after this one. They know the money has to be low for Astralis still.
But it wouldn't be AKs. Their round loss bonus is not big enough. They could still do it, because you're right. Surviving in a one-on-one like that, it's very tempting to keep doing it. 6-1 though. This is such a close game. The scoreline doesn't reveal it, but the rounds most certainly do. Those were some tough positions for an NIP to guess.
It's just so smart. When you push in, if you're Magisk, you're clearing out one part of attack. You know no one from NIP is going to be coming ramp room or squeaky door, so you can feel so comfortable taking those off angles, especially due to the fact that Zibnix is pushing up as well, so you're also joining up with the teammate to work together. So well played from Astralis in those scenarios. Oh, Rez with a great response. Glaive goes back for more.
Yeah, took his face right over the deagle. That might prompt the rest of Astralis to not take too many fights outside. You really don't want to lose a second player in that fashion. Magisk is trying to be as safe as he can. This is a spot that people peek though. You don't want to be completely careless in this position. Going for it a bit more there. Very dangerous. But he's going to live through it for now. Again, if Astralis don't give NIP many opportunities to fight until they are on the bomb side, that's the ideal position to be in. Good movement from Device, staying elusive, and that will be the round. 7-1 in favor of Astralis. And here's the heartbreaking thing, though. All the energy that NIP has put into keeping that economy low, the fact that they survived with 4 members in this round, big relief for the Danes.
It's getting to that point. I mean, that's a difficult situation for Device to handle. I mean, NIP peaking 3 players. Yeah, it's a narrow choke point, but one's dropping, one's swinging, and another one's following up on that. Still can't handle Device. It's getting to feel like NIP at some point is going to have to break this economy if they want to get into this game. 1-7. Here come that utility work, and there's a gap in that smoke. The Molotov dropped on the ground to prevent that. 4 smokes outside at the moment, 1 towards ramp room. The early pressure.
Look at what the gap does. Device knows no one's down here. He can call that into the rest of the team saying absolutely nobody's passed. He's kept an eye on that the whole time, so big giveaway. Now they're going to try and see if they can burst out onto the A-bomb stack. Rez with one big opening. They need a bit more. Forrest is going to be in charge of the second kill, and Dennis is there to shut down Glaive. Much better entry this time. NIP making this round work beautifully for themselves. And Sip, he was pretty quick with the flank, but they were all dead anyway.
Yeah, you need to at least stall out a little bit if you're that initial defense, and Zipnix can't even go for this. Magisk is already far back away. There goes Get Right. They want to try and get this done. Zipnix sticking around, but he's winning these fights. Actually, they can go for this. Look at the timer on the bomb. This is going to draw Magisk back in. The retake is on.
Want to move a bit closer. That smoke, though, is really annoying in Mini. That means he's going to have to wait. I think he would have definitely gone for the shot at least, right?
The health as well for Zibnix. He says, yeah, I've given us a chance, but I don't have the HP to fight for it. They wanted to. Almost some mistakes from NIP, but they are going to get their second round.
They all escaped the bomb, even if Forrest was close. So 7-2. And only 2 rifles being saved there for the Astralis team. Crying out Device, 13-5. He is having a great game. And on the other side, Gevrite he slowed down a lot. He used all of that booster in the first map, didn't he?
He really did. He's having a tough time. It can be difficult on Nuke, and if anyone is going to be mentally resilient to handle it, it would be Get Right. All the experience. They're aware of potential for outside. They're doing a great job with this smoke wall. Well worth the value of that Molotov to stop it. They've got a lot of information, and it forces another smoke out of NIP just so that Rez can cross. And meanwhile, Dupree found that kill. They drop down into the vents. Step lower. Big win for Rez. Big trade to find a gap. And now he's moved into warehouse. Device. That's a pretty nasty angle that I'm not sure NIP can handle.
He's not very exposed right now. He's got a good vision here of the yard. They're hugging the wall and getting into Mini right now. If they get in there, they can actually maybe surprise Magisk. One flashbang. Magisk is in a little bit of trouble right now. One tap and an easy follow-up headshot. That's a remarkable double kill. That looked way easier than it should have been. Almost catching that one, but Lecro, again, 1 versus 4 here and gonna get shut down from Sip. Now Astralis are really holding on to this first half. They've overcome all the pressure in the beginning, and you can tell they've got their hands firmly around NIP's neck right now.
Yeah, they bend, but they don't break ever. This is stunning from Magisk. Beautiful headshots as they come in, and that surely NIP had to have felt like it was their round. They had everything they could have wanted to pinch onto the upper bomb site. the problem as well, no one in lobby to really peek hut at the same time as that's happening. So Magisk was able to just focus on that mini garage. 8-2, NIP pretty stumped here on this T side.
Yeah.
Every time they win a round, they get returned upon. Astralis is able to just kind of stand up and make sure they can't build any momentum.
And mentally, bringing it so close, the 1 versus 5, or I guess the 1 versus 4 clutch from Forest, and then all the time having Astralis so close to Eco, you know you've got it, you just need a couple of more rounds, and they just couldn't get it. That means you're expending just so much emotion, continuously fighting for it, and right now, they must feel a slight bit flat. They know that Astralis is going to have even more time now to build an economy as they save in this round, or at least just buy Deagles. Missed opportunity there. Device. Dangerous game against the Deagle.
He's got Glaive to help protect the mini, hold the line, and that's a triple kill. Great spinning shot. Just res outside. Glaive is going to get 4 kills in total. Line in the sand, and NIP cannot cross. 9-2 now as Astralis. You're right, that economy starting to balloon. Zipnik's at 8,000. Everyone else sitting right around 5,000. Device a little bit low. And another round with Deagles, and we've seen it be dangerous for NIP, but you can't exactly rely on those to get those 3 or 4 kills every single time. You're not going to get that kind of a miraculous round out of Electro each and every time he buys a Deagle.
And especially as we can tell, Astralis are being so defensive in that yard setup. They really are not giving them any opportunities. Yeah, right? Maybe hoping for the fight with the C-set. 75 is a good headshot angle. Down on the low ground. There's Lekko with one, and Magus, he's getting run over. I can't believe that he gets that spray in. And then Glaive with a follow-up from Mini. That looked like he was about to simply get run down, but not the case. 10-2. Astralis dangerously close now for making the grand finals. NIP need to come up with some sort of last-ditch effort. Another ace?
Yeah, it would be nice, right? Another 1 versus 5? Why not? Crowd trying to get NIP back into it. They can use every advantage they can get their hands on. Who's going to be the next player to step up for the Ninjas? Trying to cross this time. There is no gap in the smoke, and they don't care. They're out in the open. They want to find Glaive and Mini. They know he's going to be there. But again, he's just so good. Magisk comes in to bail him out. Rez doesn't even get the peek off, but look, it's Forest. He's gotten all the way underneath. They have no idea he's here.
This should be the opening, but actually before he even gets there, 6 is still going to work out. The timing, Magus is going to be scratching his head, just wondering how did that actually work out for him. And now Glaive, a little bit of a flashbang, but he snuck into a great corner. Very hard for NIP to check because they've got so many other angles to worry about. The smokes, though, are near perfect for NIP, just making sure that there's a very limited number of positions they have to deal with. Glaive still gets the kill, and from GeTRight's point of view, it's a disaster. Device taking him down, 11-2 now, and nearing the end of the first half.
NIP's got to be so frustrated that they get to that lower bomb site. I mean, you could expect one player to be somewhere, that's Glaive, but to have Device ready to go as well, that's got to be just so heartbreaking that Astralis is reading you in this fashion. Unfortunately, I mean, Forrest had that great position, just too many players falling before he can really capitalize on it. 11-2 for Astralis. You have to imagine this is going to have to be such an incredible defense from NIP, and Device just tracking Lekro. Sees him around the edge of the smoke and follows it perfectly.
Quick to fall back down, gets the call, and the grenade is incredibly good. Landing all 4 players, but a bit of a drive-by shot from Dennis. A good return from Stip, and again, they're holding on to it just fine. Not much cover for Stip in this position, but the M4 is just the superior weapon. And GeTRight, again, left. I feel like he's been alone for a lot of this, and Device will take him down 12-2, and moving into round number 15.
Astralis controlling everything, and they haven't once been confused about where NIP is going, and their rotations are just perfect. They're getting players, you could see, even upon opening that door and trying to get into the bomb site, Zipnik's already there, knowing where that next piece of contact is going to come from. 12-2 as Astralis piles on. One last round for NIP to get some breathing room. Looks like it's going to be fast upper as well. Molotov's out. This is the danger. It's just Forrest coming in for a duel, but so much utility. What are you supposed to do? And Zipnik right behind that smoke. NIP shut down already. Dennis doesn't have any HP for a fight. Now he's got absolutely nothing. It's only Get Right waiting for that peek. He finds the kill, but he's taken too much damage.
I don't know, Moses, if many teams are going to be playing Astralis on this map in the future. This is just so brutal. Even when they're close to breaking, they just stay alive. 13-12 in their favor. They're 3 rounds away from making the grand finals. We've got Stunners with us over at the arena.
I'm in the arena. I'm in the most comfortable spot that I could possibly find, of course, alongside these gentlemen who did win this. That's right, we're in the Asus ROG VIP sofa. Is this not the place to be, boys?
It is. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so what's going on with NIP right now? What do they got to do?
Believe. Yeah, they gotta start hitting those shots. Get ready to step up.
Oof. Just like that. But, you know, I think the only way that the Ninjas of Pajamas can do this is on these computers right here. Look at these beautiful computers. My goodness. This is the Asus ROG Strix SL12. My God, is this not a beast? All the tournament computers are this. If you're not playing on that, you'll likely miss some shots. I'm just going to call it how I see it. Either way, Jason, what do you have for us? Is NIP going to pull this one back, or what's the deal, man?
I don't believe so. I think the magic is all spent. I don't know.
They've had so many chances.
No one's even booing me in the crowd. I think they're all spent too.
Yeah?
Stockholm, is NIP making this comeback happen?
There we go.
Yeah, keep it up. Here we are. Forrest would love another pistol run out of him, wouldn't they?
Just might be down to him. If they can make it work, probably will be his work making it done. There's the classic headshot coming out, taking down Glaive. He's just fighting all over the place. What
Oh, no.
is this madness? How can he keep doing it? He just wants more of it. Still not reloading and just taking these fights left and right. 3 versus 5 now, and Astralis have got to be shaking their head too. Just like, how do we control someone who is this crazy? Rez finally going down, and the bomb will be planted here, and Forrest getting shot in the back, but he still stays alive, and Vegas losing the fight to Electro. This is a good start. Device trying to be sneaky, turning around, watching for Forrest to come in, and he finally gets rid of him, but the bomb is pretty much alone right now. If anyone gets on that defuse, it's going to be down to Dupree to try and stop it, and the burst fire close range, jumping in, a little bit of a trick thrown out, closing the door. He's ready for it, and out of bullets, able to pick up that win.
Oh, NIP, what a tough spot to be in. That retake getting pinched by Device. That was great positioning, great fight selection from him, and Get Right clutching it out. Beautiful stuff. Forrest is just bloodthirsty, but at the moment, it's just someone else needs to step up beside him. Astralis, if you only have to contain one player, if it's only Forrest you have to worry about, you can find a way around that, and they almost do. 3-13, so the first step is there. At first win on this long, difficult path.
The beginning here. Just taking down. Oh, wow. Dead before he hit the ground from that shot. Dupree in control of the silo. Really feeling like a king right now. 4-on-4. Still, next round is going to be the real dangerous one. Just chewing them apart with that auto shotgun.
Oh, it's got to be frustrating for Get Right. Probably feeling like nothing's gone his way. But a second round. I can't imagine Dennis has ever been killed in that fashion throwing that grenade.
No, probably not, right? Felt like it was just going to be the safest grenade throw from back there.
Well, here we are. Astralis with that plant and the pistol. They are buying AK-47s on the board. NIP with their next big test.
When they were playing the CT side last time, Get Right actually was really effective with the auto shotgun. Lecro's going to get caught, and you wish he had a bit of backup out there. Even just a flashbang or anything like that from a teammate would have been valuable. They must keep winning. Forrest is already down. Astralis, they are quick on the bomb site here. And now Get Right, can he get the sneak in? Almost making a bit of noise. They hear it coming. He still wins the fight and helps his teammates out. 3-on-3 now. He's back into it. They're trying to see if they can make this one work. The bomb is miles away at the moment. And Get Right sneaking to the smoke and getting the kill on Stiff. And Astralis have forgot about the bomb. What are they doing?
I was going to say, that bomb is all the way back towards T-spawn. Astralis, they've got an auto shotgun between it. Yeah, Get Right only has 5 HP, but he can be in so many different spots. This is going to be weird. Dupree up in heaven. This could be the counterplay, and Dennis is down. And Get Right has got to just be so worried. This is the problem with the shotgun. It looked great on those first 2 kills, right? But where do you put yourself in position now with 5 health?
I almost thought he was going to fall to his death there. That was very close, it seemed like. Let's just see. Hiding, waiting, hoping that they're going to come to the bomb site. And oh, he gets the kill on Dupree. Such great timing. And he realizes probably the device is going to try and switch it up. He doesn't want anything to do with that shotgun. So hiding in the vent. Device is going to be there in time. It looks like he has the upper hand right now. Looking for it. To Get Right does have a Molotov, so if Device, oh, he's going to go for the plant right in front, trying to get up. Yeah, he wants the grenade. What a mind game, throwing it on top of Device. He somehow got out of the vent. I can't believe it. No bomb plant, and now Get Right's waiting on the other side. He's almost done this. The triple needs the quad kill for the content. Oh! Look at the face grenade as well.
Well, you need your big star players to deliver, and Get Right experiencing a resurgence in this series. What a clutch. Outplaying Device, 5 HP. Sweden's favorite son getting an ovation here in Stockholm.
Have you ever heard anything like this? So incredibly loud inside of that arena. And Get Right, we've had the Forest clutch, now the Get Right clutch. This really is the vintage NIP we were seeing here. It's beautiful, 13-5. They've had the opportunities, they've had the miracle comebacks. Now they need to follow it through.
Yeah, they have the chance now. Forest has delivered, Get Right has delivered. They need to keep it up. A long road to go, it's 5-13. Don't fool yourself into believing just yet. 8 rounds between these two teams.
Is he saying, you talking to me? He does love it, doesn't he? 13-5. Countdown's begun again. The crowd will be happy to hear. Astralis just don't have any money to work with right now. NIP should be able to breathe easy a little bit before the chaos continues. I cannot believe that Get Right is on top of the scoreboard of his team. Remember, he had like 2 or 3 kills in that first half total for the first 15 rounds. I think the first 9 or 10 rounds he had 0 kills. And what kind of comeback is this just for him individually?
Well, bomb's going to get planted in the lower side, but it's only 1 player down there, no one else from Astralis now. Well, this is actually pretty tense. Xyp9x has a great location. There's 1 player hiding in the smoke by vents. There's a lot of traps set up for NIP. They've got to handle this well. First kill, spins to get Xyp9x. That should be the danger, yeah, NIP. A pretty confusing scenario. Tough to give up the plant, but they've handled this well. Device just gonna go for 1 or 2 kills here at the end. Not even gonna happen. A 6th round for the Ninjas.
Yeah, well done indeed. Holding on to that. That looked, I agree, it looked scary for a minute because you never know if, once you're trying to get to the bomb, if you're going to get shot down from someone hiding in a corner. So, good job on Rez.
It's very easy to lose your focus and just kind of rotate down lower once that bomb gets planted immediately. Got to be patient, use the full timer, and they did exactly that, clearing out the corners. Rez knew Xyp9x was coming behind him from ramp room. Heads up plays all around.
Get Right back on that auto shotgun. No one can question that any longer. Lecro hoping that someone's going to make that jump down. He's certainly ready for it.
It's just so wild. Astralis has just walked all the way outside to below with no smoke wall.
Yeah.
They don't care about anything. And NIP has no clue they're here. No one's even in the lower bomb site.
It's even worse. It's not even the fact that no one spotted them. It's the fact that when they look out there are no smokes to even signal that someone might have done it. So it's kind of like a double surprise when they eventually show up here. And that might actually be a big problem. Although Lecro gets the kill on Dupree. It's the kind of start that you really want. Magisk and Sip are starting to get their way back out onto the yard as well. So they still maybe need to do something here. But let's see if this push in the hallways could really open this up. And Device is hoping that someone eventually is going to rotate down.
he's got the checkmate spot. Even with the man advantage, I'm not sure NFP can win this. This is going to be so strange. They still have, Rez is just now going to check lower, but he's going to have no idea Device is already in vents. Yeah, he's going to be in position. He can actually stop these players opening this door. There's one, needs to be ready for the next. It's all on Rez's shoulders and he's down. And now Device comes into play.
Yep, such a power position. Oh no, Dennis getting just a little bit frustrated with the whole situation. 4 on 3 for the retake here. That's a lot of pellets going through the smoke, and McLean wants to get out, but they win the fight. Coming down the ladder is Forrest, and somehow they reach the bomb site. Team damage and all, get right, getting the one, Lecco with the double. And a 13-7. The gap is closing. They have won 5 rounds on the road to start this half with.
I mean, I guess in a certain way, you almost have to start believing after a round like that is recovered by NIP. I'm not quite sure how it looked that easy. Astralis, that was actually beautiful what they did, just not able to capitalize. We've got the auto sniper out on Dennis. It's back. Auto sniper, auto shotgun.
Yeah, let's get this rolling. Now they're trying to get through the hut really quick in on the bomb site. Get right goes down. It's a kind of a knockout here. Instantly on the site. The bomb hunt should be quick to follow, and they have, look at that, 3 Molotovs to try and stop anyone from entering. There's so many grenades and so much time being purchased here by Astralis. NIP rushing through the smoke, right through. Mega's on the other side, and they get shot down. Astralis are tired of playing this game against NIP. No more shenanigans. It's now 14-7 in Astralis. They take one step closer.
It's just so heartbreaking, though, for NIP, because usually they have 2 players throwing smokes and Molotovs at the different choke points in that upper bomb site, ready to handle those rushes. This time they shift things. They send 3 players outside with that auto sniper to be able to stop any kind of play there. And Astralis just have the complete correct call. Utility out. Glaive and Device beat it. Lecro is going to be tested, sees the shoulder. Got to be careful not to slide out too far. He knows what's coming. He has to win that, and he does. There's one from above falling down. It's Capri. Rez, long-range duels, and NIP trying to contain. It's Dennis to pounce. But a quick trade is going to neutralize him.
Probably overextended his position a little bit there. It would have been 4 on 3. That would have been just fine in almost every scenario. Now it's 3 on 3 instead. Sip and Magus are inside, sliding towards the ramp room, and Dupree, he can be pretty dynamic in this position. He can actually easily help out his teammates on the other side by either just making noise out here and keeping people, or even going down secret and connecting with them later on. Forrest is actually searching for them right now. I think he's tired of waiting. He wants to see what's up.
Well, Get Right and Rez are working together phenomenally. Get Right inside the bomb site watching Mini and Hut. Rez up above the ladder, ready to support no matter which direction they come in. Forrest's only role to have the information that they're coming in, lower, if that's what's happening.
His other role, Moses, is getting headshots. Let's see if he can do it. Looking for the first opportunity there. He's going to get the one. Still pretty good job. And now with 30 seconds left, they're going to go straight for the bomb plant here. Sip planting immediately. All of the entrances are already grenaded up. So NIP, even if they were close by, can't really make it happen in a 3. That's an easy kill on Get Right. Not checking his flank. And now Rez, can he do it 1 versus 2? We've seen clutch after clutch for NIP. They need just 1 more here. Dupree is going to be taken down, and now Sip, maybe the last player who want to play in a 1 versus 1, looking for him any way that he can. And Rez trying to check as many corners as possible, going for the deep one here. Not seeing anyone yet, and he's hiding behind the pillar, and he's going to have the perfect timing. Sip will win it 15-7. It is series point here for Astralis. 1 more, and they will land in yet another grand final. Is very, very close at the moment. Device on 22 kills. Glaive on 20. The whole Astralis team, they're playing so well right now.
They really are. They've withstood barrage after barrage. Going back to the first map, they've withstood the, as you've called it, the vintage plays from Get Right and Forrest, who have delivered some incredible things. Have wrenched rounds out of the hands of Astralis single-handedly. But the teamwork is just too much. The grind of Astralis is just too much to overcome. Great find from Device. Again, finding an edge in the smoke. That first half just so dominant from Astralis and NIP not able to recover.
No, and now they have nothing but pistols to fight with. I mean, if you were going to try and win it back, you would want a better weaponry than this, that is for sure. And Estrada's making sure they don't make any mistakes. You see how slow and careful they're playing right now. Sniping through the door was the most advanced position. It's a fair bit of damage on Magisk at least. The grenade follow-up there. Liquor will go down to Dupree. And get right, he's worried about getting shot in the back, but this isn't working out. Dupree, oh, and that's the end.